What's up, guys, and welcome to the Nani Anime Podcast, episode 33, if I'm not mistaken. I am here with my co-host, SeeOhKnee, yet again. How are you, sir?
I am great. This is a lucky 33. Okay, we got this. Okay, this is.
Is 33 a lucky number?
I don't fucking know. I feel like it should be, though, because it's like 2 3s back to back. I mean, it's kind of like 11, 22.
That's a good point. I mean, well, see, here's the thing. If you're new here and you're like, what the hell am I doing? How am I here? What did I get here? Why? What the hell is this? We are a weekly anime podcast. We talk about anime. We talk about other things. We talk about a lot of sexual innuendos sometimes. I usually compare a lot of things to buttholes. I think that happened a lot last week.
This does happen, yes.
Not the listen with the family type of podcast, I wouldn't say.
Well, you got to think also, what was we also discussed the thing in Australia that got banned too. That was also a
oh yeah, onaholes.
Yeah,
we learned what one was live on podcast. It was fucking fantastic.
Do you guys know what an onahole is?
If you don't, be careful when you Google it. I'll tell you that much. Don't go Googling, because you go Googling the wrong way and you end up on the wrong side of the internet. Next thing you know, you're whacking it to something and you're like, oh shit, wow, that was didn't know how old that anime character was.
What I suggest is, if you are going to Google it, incognito it. Don't let that show up in your search history. Okay, you just don't do it. Just trust us.
You cannot Google certain anime characters without going into private. You all know this. I know every single One Piece fan that has ever existed has Googled Nami hentai at least 3 times in their life, minimum.
3 times minimum?
At least, yeah, 100%. At least out of pure. Well, all right, fine. A One Piece character. That's fine. You get Robin. I get it. I understand it. Some people prefer the brunettes. I get it. I understand where you're coming from. I fucking love One Piece.
Okay, that's fair. It's honorable, yeah.
Dude, I love One Piece so much.
Because you just gotta know. You gotta know what people are like. You're like, okay, I gotta see this. What kind of fan art has happened for this?
There is an obscene amount of nude related fan art of the Straw Hat Women and Vivi, but there is surprisingly not much like actual animated hentai, unless I'm just looking in the wrong place.
So do I want to ask what place you're looking in?
I mean, the P-Hub. I mean, I feel like that's just the default, right? Like, I don't know if I'm allowed to say, I don't know if that'll get us demonetized. So, but like, I'm pretty sure that, P-O-R-N pub, not pub.
Okay. All right.
I'm pretty sure that like, that's what most people use. I mean, don't get me wrong. You have the backups. X videos is okay, but that's more for amateur shit.
True. True.
Huges, 90% of the time it's trash.
But I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. I mean,
maybe I just don't know the right fucking hentai websites. I don't know. Am I allowed? Shit, did we just get demonetized? Am I supposed to say schmentai?
I don't. I've never really watched hentai.
I know we've had this discussion. All right, so actually, here we go. Boom.
Oh,
topic.
God, here we go.
I'm curious. Have you ever actually like watched one?
I've watched bits and pieces of it, and like kind of like seen like clips, but like that was because I was curious. I was looking at it.
You never tried to watch a hentai and like follow the storyline?
There's a storyline?
Dude, there's some series. I shit you not. There's legitimate, dude. I guarantee you we could ask some people to recommend some. There is literally some that have like 2, 3, 4, 5 episodes. Like legit full 20-minute episodes of anime within with a fucking outro and whatnot. Dude, that's a thing.
There's literally fan fiction content that's been made. I'm not surprised though. That does not surprise me. However,
I'm just surprised that there's so little of One Piece. But again, maybe I'm looking in the wrong spot. I feel like, a lot of other things more like for example, My Hero, which arguably might be a little bit weirder since they're all kind of like, they all kind of look young, except for like, what's Yaziroju? Is that her name? Who's the girl that has like the deep V? She pulls things out of her chesticle.
Her body?
Yeah.
Out of her.
I forgot what the fuck her name is, dude.
She just said she pulls things out of her chesticles?
Yeah. She does.
All right. All right. So yes, that would be I think it's pronounced Yayarozu.
Yeah. So like she's the only one that doesn't look like a child. I mean, let's just be honest here. I've never found any My Hero like character in like class 1A like attractive like I have in other anime characters, cuz like some you go to certain anime and characters, they don't look young. And then you go to other anime like My Hero and they look like fucking children. I'm sorry. I may be saying that if you are an older woman and you have this weird sexual attraction towards Deku, there might be something wrong with you. And, the same route goes if you're being a fucking creepazoid towards certain characters that are girls that I'm forgetting names of, like Froppy.
Okay, I'm closing that webpage.
What did you just look up?
So I tried to look up, do some research on the interwebs for the One Piece hentai, and I'm good.
I'm all right. I need to know what you witnessed. So hold on a second, because I'm curious what that for those that are listening.
This is such a
the face. What did you Googled it? Am I correct, or did you go to a specific site?
So I went to a specific site.
Which site?
Should I say it?
I mean, I'm sure. Fuck it. Who cares if we get demonetized?
I typed into Google Hentai Haven.
Hentai Haven.
Because that name for some reason stuck with me. Someone said it in the past.
So you went to hentaihaven.xxx?
Yes.
And
I typed in One Piece and nothing One Piece related came up. It was not One Piece related.
Let me mute the site just to be safe. I don't want to have the noise come through. All right, hold on. One Piece. Let's see here. I'm curious. Yeah, that's not One Piece. That's not One Piece at all. All right, we got Tenioha 2. We have HHH triple ecchi. And we have 3 ping lovers, Ippu, Nisai, no Sekai, A Yokoso. So if you have watched any of those, let us know. And you can let us know either, in comments on YouTube or by leaving us a 5-star review on Apple Podcast, just like Zakuro did from the United States, rating us 5 stars on iTunes. Great podcast. Love all your ReZero content. Been listening over on Spotify. Watch Gintama. It's the business. Happy late New Year.
There we go. Okay. All right. We got a Gintama person. I appreciate you.
Right? Zakuro. Right. If I said your name wrong, I apologize. I'm trying my best.
I told you, bro. I told you should not have gone down that.
What the fuck was that noise? I don't know if y'all heard that. I heard a ba-dum. Like my PC, like something fucking disconnected. What did I break? Whatever. Doesn't matter. What were we talking about? Something about One Piece hentai?
Yes. One Piece hentai and trying to locate it.
So this is what we're saying. No One Piece hentai on Hentai Haven. Just the 3 that we mentioned. I guess moving on from hentai. Fucking why did we open up with hentai?
I mean, it's a hook. Let's be honest. Well, people are like, okay, I gotta listen now.
Yeah. I mean, well, let's continue on with One Piece. So I watched some more One Piece today. Okay. And Nami has finally learned how to, I forget what it's called, but do one of her pretty big attacks where she summons fucking lightning clouds of death. But downfall, she can't control it yet and is electrocuting everybody, including her companions. But I'm so fucking happy because I've been waiting for Nami to actually fight back. She also looks fucking great in her new outfit.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is like one of the first episodes where she shows that she's no longer defenseless.
Well, no. Right? So she fought
or was this when she got her weapon? Like this is the first time her using her weapon.
She fought with the weapon against Mr. One's, I forget her name, but his sidekick. But she really struggled her way through that. Like a lot of luck kind of is what, caused her to win that fight. Where I feel like this is the first time that not only has she fought back, but she fought back confidently and her attack worked well,
Besides, friendly fire.
Yeah. But besides the friendly fire. Dude, it's just...
I mean, that's awesome though. I mean, honestly, when she breaks out the climatac,
Yeah.
it's beautiful. You're just like, okay, what are you doing? Why are you spinning this thing? What's going on? And then
it is escalated so much. Like where I'm at in Water 7, like just entered Ennie's lobby. Last podcast I was talking about how I was like rimming the anus of Ennie's lobby. Well, we have entered full penetration. Luffy's way up there. Like here's the thing. Luffy has mentioned that he has a new technique, but I don't know what that new technique is. So every time he gets into a fight, I start fucking freaking out because I'm like, when is it happening? And it's just like, it's in this thing where he's taken out like almost 2,000 fucking people on his own. I can only imagine.
10,000 though, right?
Huh? Yeah, there's 10,000 there. Yeah. And who the hell knows how much their bounties 100% going up. Like I was talking about it. Obviously, this is not common. People aren't breaking into the fucking hub of the world government often. So there's no way all of them are not leaving Ennie's lobby without bounties. I would say maybe Chopper might not get one, but I feel like, especially seeing Nami with the climatac, I would say she's definitely probably getting a bounty. I'd say Sanji is probably getting a bounty, especially, with what he caused on the train with CP9 and all that.
Can we just discuss the train?
Dude,
the mechanics of the train.
I don't understand how it works. I've just accepted that it just exists, and I don't understand why or how or what reason, because T-Bone, like that was the part where I was like, this doesn't make any sense. When they were like, yeah, T-Bone just is running on the train tracks that are floating in the water during this once a year insane storm that you can't bring a boat into because you'll get destroyed. But this man T-Bones is just running. He's just jogging, chilling. That didn't make sense to me.
I feel like that's probably the craziest part about how they tie that whole part of the story in.
Yeah.
Is it's like, oh, there's floating train tracks in the middle of an ocean.
Yep.
Where tsunamis and shit can happen. But don't worry, a 50-foot wave isn't going to disconnect the tracks at all.
Yeah, no. I just accepted it doesn't make sense. But I even brought it up during the reaction I recorded today where I was like, I accepted a long time ago that in JoJo's, everything does make sense when you really start digging deep. But like, I've accepted at this point. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. If it's JoJo's, it probably is not going to make sense. And that's fine. I've accepted it. But I was like, is that what's going to happen with One Piece? Is it just going to get to the point where it's like, that level of weird where you're like, it's One Piece. That's the explanation. That's the only explanation I need. Because I feel like there is certain anime that have that, like DBZ.
Well, let me just ask you this question.
Yeah.
You met the Soga King, huh?
Soga King is my boy. So that's what I wanted to actually discuss. I'm happy you brought it up. I think that everybody's getting a bounty. I think Chopper might not get a bounty. Usopp won't get a bounty because we don't even know where Usopp is. Soga King.
Not there.
Soga King.
Not there.
I know, that's what I'm saying. He's fucking, I don't even know where. Fucking, he was on the train. Motherfucker vanished. But Soga King.
He just fucked off, dude.
Soga King better get a goddamn bounty. I will be very upset. I need a Soga King figure. All right? I don't even have an Usopp figure. But I need a Soga King figure.
Soga King is a legend.
He is gonna make a great addition to the Straw Hats someday. At least a man can.
He really will be. And once if they ever accept him into the crew, I mean that's the whole thing. I mean right now he's just kind of traveling alongside him, right?
Dude, it's
like he kind of just met him there. He was just on the train coincidentally,
just chilling. Everybody's looking fire. Chopper in his fucking awesome pink jacket. Even though I had to deal with that horrible voice change for about 4 or 5 episodes. I don't know if you knew about that. In the sub, there's a drastic change. If I would show you, we could look after. Apparently, the woman who plays Chopper was gone on like maternity leave. So, So out of nowhere, literally, and it really fucked with the mood, in my opinion. I think it was the only negative comment I would say I have about Water 7 is if you remember when they rescue Zoro and Luffy, they're stuck in between the wall and the fucking chimney and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that episode is when the voice changes. So it really messed with me because it was, to say the least, without being too mean, horrible. It was really fucking bad. But I feel like that is when shit started popping off. And it just hasn't slowed down since, dude. Like, Luffy is just taking out thousands of people. Luffy got new pants. They're black. He's looking fly. Motherfucker looks dope. Nami looking fly in her goddamn outfit. Zoro's like, I gotta fucking show my pecs because he's got that scar. Sanji just looking like Sanji, hasn't changed. And then Chopper's got his pink jacket looking all adorable like always. And I love them. And then SeeOhKnee. The absolute bad lad.
SeeOhKnee looks like he joined at episode 258, correct?
Sounds about right.
What happened before? What happened? Why did he appear?
Usopp said, "No, I'm done. I cannot help you, Frankie and Sanji. I am not a straw hat. I cannot help you save Robin. I'm sorry." And he walked off and abandoned the crew. And SeeOhKnee just heard the cries in the distance, and he showed up from the fucking island of snipers.
To save from Sniper Island, right?
Yeah, to save the day. I don't know how he got onto the train, but he did it somehow. Usopp's probably napping.
I honestly, I think Usopp's probably just having some tea, relaxing,
just crying over the Going Merry again for like the 9th time, probably.
Because wasn't that one of the main reasons why him and Luffy ran into issues, like ran into difference of opinion? If I'm not mistaken, right?
So this, funny enough, yes and no. And I'll explain what I mean real quick. So if you could distract the listeners while I find this thing.
So right now we are balls deep in discussing the conflict that arose between Luffy and our dear friend Usopp.
Trying to find this, but I'm struggling. Okay. Fuck it. The point is, I made a video where I was talking about the Going Merry and like how it was sad. It was on TikTok, and I am sorry. I will try and find it and hopefully mention it, next time. But he brought up a very good explanation about why Usopp felt the way he did about the Merry and why it was such a big thing. So basically, he was explaining that the reason why is Usopp is the weakest crew member, right? By a mile. Mm. And Usopp knows that. And we've seen Usopp get really emotional before about feeling like, he's not necessarily useless, but like feeling like he doesn't belong. And he was saying that,
he's not contributing in his eyes.
Exactly. So basically what ended up happening is, he saw Luffy throwing away the Going Merry because the Going Merry was no longer contributing. So they had to get rid of it. So it was almost like he took it personally to the point where, he saw it as eventually Luffy, or he saw it as basically like Luffy admitting like, I'm going to throw away things that we have no use for anymore. And he thought
would eventually have to throw away things. And
yes,
I understand. And that makes complete sense, right? Because when you look at it from that perspective, the Going Merry it was pushing them from like getting them from place to place. But as for battle ready, it wasn't the most combat efficient boat, right?
No, not at all.
So and the only reason why it's really stayed around as long as it did was because Usopp was also like making minor adjustments,
making sure it was fixed.
Like and in a way that was Usopp kind of taking care of the boat, like taking care of like knowing that the Going Merry isn't going to be the strongest boat, but it's just trying to get us, from point A to point B. Yeah, and it's literally been one of the original crew members when they first formed the Straw Hats.
Yeah, I mean 100%. So it was just something that like it didn't really hit me until like they explained it, and I was like, dude, now I know. Like, it's just there's something about Oda's writing that I feel like is just, it makes things so emotional, like in just the way that the characters are handled and the world building, and just like it really is just such an emotional ride.
I mean, just for an example, when Chopper's backstory of how he was with the scientist,
dude,
or the scientist, the
doctor, shit Fuck me up, dude.
Bro, that whole story and that
was
whole
so
backstory
sad.
was just.
But it was so well written.
Yep.
Dude, that like made me fall in love with Chopper. Chopper is like my favorite. I have is it 3? I think it's like 3 figures right now for Chopper. I ordered a bunch of figures around December and I just started getting them in. He's like, fucking, hold on, let me show you. Entertain the people.
Yeah. All right. Guys, it's just us right now. He doesn't know we're here. It's cool. Just know. Pantsu! All right. Fast forward.
I have no idea what it was that you were talking about, but it worked out because now don't even tell me. I don't even want to know.
That's the best part. You won't know.
It'll be a secret. So I got these little things called Nendoroids. I'm gonna show you first, and then I'm gonna show the stream.
Oh wow!
Right.
Okay.
So so they come with multiple faces, arms, items, and poses. And I found like some good deals on these on like eBay and shit. So I got like a Dio one. I have a Jotaro one I haven't put together. I got Rem. You know,
Bro.
I had to get Rem, which came with her
God.
demon face and the fucking, other thing. And I got, Tanjiro and Nezuko, obviously, but I couldn't carry them all over at once. And then I found this fucking thing. Right? Demon Slayer and fucking Pikachu. Dude, it was so fucking cool. And then I got my best boy Chopper. It looks like he fucking is about to be served at like an IHOP or something, but he's cute, so I got it.
Yeah, his hat is legendary.
It was just so funny. I was just like, oh my God, that's adorable. There's so many Chopper ones, I couldn't decide which one. I was like, let me just get him. He looks like a cake. I mean,
the backstory of Chopper's hat is just...
dude. But yeah, dude, I got these little things. They're fucking awesome. Like, they're called like Nendoroids. I found like a bunch of them. Some of them get really expensive, but I found a bunch of them like these for like $20. Like, I don't know if it was a sale or if like I was getting ripped off and they're knockoffs, but like they look really good. So I would never know they were knockoffs.
It's cool.
Right?
That's cool.
I don't remember why I brought up figures, but why did I bring it up?
Nope. I don't remember. Not a clue.
I think it probably had something to do with Chopper.
Yeah,
it was. I talked about my Chopper figures. Yeah.
Yep, there it was.
I love Chopper so much.
I can't wait, dude. I need you to get further in the story. So we can
know. I'm trying, man. I'm going at a good pace, dude. I'm doing like 10 episodes a week just of One Piece.
That's a lot.
Just of One Piece. Then Hunter x Hunter and everything else. Like, I'm behind on fucking ReZero because I have so much shit I'm trying to catch up on. Took on way too much at once.
So, that's another topic we have to quickly discuss. So, I've been rewatching ReZero, right?
From season 1.
Yeah, season 1, and like I think I'm like partially through season 2 now. And I've been noticing some interesting things with Subaru.
What do you mean?
So so one of the first things I noticed was the at what point did they say that, like, because he goes into a love, like discussing love way earlier in the series, like something happened.
Well, he acknowledges that he loves Amelia really early on, doesn't he?
Well,
like really early on.
This was when the fight was happening, or not the fight, but when they had just killed the whale.
Okay.
And he was into the next battle where he was dealing with the arch sin, the bishop, like the bishop.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely like. I want to rewatch it because that's one of those ones where like I react to it, so I know I missed some shit, and I've given up on relying on listening to that fan base, so I just need to rewatch it on my own.
It's like, I mean, I'm rewatching it and I'm just questioning everything now because I'm like, okay, all right, like because we know where we are in Sanctuary, we know.
ReZero makes you think. ReZero makes you fucking think, dude. Like every time you watch an episode of ReZero, you basically get inceptioned in some way, at least on a base level.
I find it so strange that he is the perfect vessel for the arch sin. Remember, when he got that one time, and he's
I
like, "Oh,
didn't
you're the
remember
perfect
until you mentioned it, but now I remember.
And then he can constantly find like Beatrice's like room without even trying. Like I don't know. There's too many things I got questions on, but we'll keep discussing that later on. What's the next anime we got to discuss here?
So I wanted to talk about one thing in particular. I'm just debating on which one I want to go with.
Okay.
Fuck it. Let's go with this because I'm excited and it's sitting in front of me. So I have been reading the Tokyo Ghoul manga. So I just got this one and just you could see the character just so you have an idea of where I am at. I just started. They just introduced this. Yeah, I'm on volume 6.
Nice.
And it's getting fucking crazy. We're finally like the last volume I learned a lot about Rise. And so this has been a bitch. So I actually have been waiting so long to get my volume 5 and 6 manga that I ended up watching like the first 2 or 3 episodes of the anime, which is fucking fantastic, by the way. It is shot beautifully and like handled so well. Granted, I know a lot of the people's complaints that I've heard is from season 2, not season 1, so it makes sense. But I fucking like, dude.
Wait, so where are you at? You started season 1?
I only watched like 2 episodes of the anime, but I'm 6.
Season 1?
Yeah, but I'm 6 volumes in.
Season 1's amazing. Season 2, you're gonna hate it. If you're reading the manga,
I'll be fine. Yeah, that's why I decided to read the manga.
Yeah, you're gonna hate it because of the way it's handled.
Yeah, which is why I'm gonna read it first. But the manga is amazing because it is just fucking gorgeous. The artwork is amazing. That's why I was like, I need to watch this because I wanted to see some of like the fight scenes. But what's really odd is it is super easy to find all of the volumes. So you remember when I mentioned to you about the box sets? And now I bought the Re box set by mistake, thinking it was the original. It was like $100.
Yeah.
So the cheapest I could find the box set for the OG Tokyo Ghoul was like $350, and I didn't know why. So for whatever reason, and I think it's because it has Rise's side story, which maybe if I'm wondering if maybe that didn't get adapted into the anime and that's why, is volume 5. Impossible to find. I got super lucky and we have this bookstore near me and I was able to order on their website and order from their New York City store, which is their main store, and they had it in stock. But it wasn't available on Amazon. It was not available anywhere on eBay. One person was selling it on eBay, trying to sell the one manga for $300. But for
how much? Wait,
for
how much?
300. But for some reason, right? So every other volume of Tokyo Ghoul outside of volume 5 and 6 is super easy. You can get it anywhere. You can get it at fucking Barnes and Noble. You can get it at anywhere. Literally, you pick anywhere, you can get the volumes of Tokyo Ghoul. But for some reason, and I don't know why, and if you were listening to this and you know why, please let us know. For some reason, volume 5 and volume 6 are super hard to find. I got lucky, but I had to hunt down for like weeks. I forget what the name of the bookstore was. I think it was like Kunikyo Books or Kunikayo or something. But for some weird reason, they're just, for whatever weird reason, volume 5 is like impossible to find. Or at least not impossible, but very, very difficult if you don't want to spend a stupid amount of money. But just the fact that one single person was selling a copy of volume 5 on eBay. One on eBay. I
mean, he's manipulating that market, dude.
Like where are all the copies? Like I'm just so confused as to what the reason that this one specific volume is weird in price, and it made me really interested. So I started doing weird shit. I got super deep into eBay, and I've been spending way more money than I should be. I ordered a Game Boy Advance SP because I've been playing some Pokemon. I had to, dude. I've been playing Pokemon, but so I digress. The point is, there's these weird discrepancies. So obviously, you remember in the Game Boy Advance, you probably played Pokemon Fire Red, Leaf Green, etc.
Yeah,
I think we can all agree Fire Red was probably more popular than Leaf Green. If you go on to eBay,
wait,
right?
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
I mean, I went for Blue. I was born with blue.
Well, no. So this is the GBA like remake version. This is the one where So what's weird about it is if you go to eBay, I'm gonna pull it up right now. Pokemon Fire Red is like in order to get like a full copy, it's like $70. But Leaf Green, unless you're buying like a knockoff, version. But if we're talking base, just the cartridge they're going for like about $50.
I mean,
roughly.
And they go up back in the day. I went down the path you're going down, where you get all the old Pokemon games, you get the old system, and you play it, right? What I found out was 9 times out of 10, the games that you're buying on those sites aren't real. Like they're ROMs.
No, I know. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm saying like a legitimate copy is about $50, or so you can sometimes find them for around 80 with the manual. Right? That's for Fire Red. And then, of course, you can buy a reproduction copy for $15-20, but then you have to worry about problems because it's not authentic. But Pokemon Leaf Green, so based on what I just told you in pricing, how much do you think Leaf Green is going for?
30.
30. So if we go into the carts, you can find them like new and complete almost for that. But you're right. It's about 30. But isn't that weird? It's the exact same game. There's very slight changes. We know how Pokemon is, but just because we all probably have this weird nostalgia for Fire Red, for I don't know the exact reason, it is worth almost double. Like
you want to know what's real crazy?
Yeah.
Apply this same ideology to like 3 generations after us.
Oh, I can only imagine. Oh my God, with Fortnite skins selling their account. Dude, do you have any idea how much money I could make if I sold my Fortnite account that I haven't touched in like 3 years that I spent stupid amounts of money on?
Like 10 and then selling it because no one's going to be able to get any of the items that you have.
Dude, I am learning more and more like as I grow up and, I have adult money as an adult. And like, I mean, I feel like you could relate me and you had similar upbringings kind of, I guess. Yep. Like I grew up like, pretty poor most of my life, especially like, 18, 19. Like I was really fucking struggling. So like I had to sell so much shit, oh, fucking I fucking bought a 3DS. This is lit. Fucking 2 weeks later, you got to fix something on the car. Fuck, I got to return it. Shit like that. So I'm like, now that I am in here my adult money, that's why I was like, you know what? Fuck you. I miss my goddamn Game Boy Advance SP. I'm buying a fucking Game Boy Advance SP.
Now the Game Boy Advance SP, that's the one with the touchscreen, right?
No. That's the 3DS or the DS.
This
is the flip one. Dude. When they first introduced the backlight, so I had to order one. I got one for like $60.
Yep. So if you get that one, and if you get the 3DS, you can play all the old Zelda games too.
Yeah, I was thinking about picking up a 3DS. It's actually the 3DS is shockingly, and even like some DSs, way cheaper, way easier to find than the Game Boy Advance SPs. Like most of the Game Boy Advance SPs that I saw are like pretty fucking scratched up. But there's a few people on eBay I found that I guess they just have like a bunch of they probably are like reproducing them, but fuck it, who cares? The shells. So you go on there and they have like, a bunch of different shells, including like, the Zelda one or the Pikachu smiley face. And it's like $160. And it's a fucking brand new, basically, Game Boy Advance, and you could pick it and it looks new because they basically replaced the shell. But I didn't want to spend the extra $100.
I mean, to be honest, one of the reasons why because I talked a lot of my friends into it back a couple of years ago because everything was cheap back then. I mean, you could buy the Game Boy Advance SP for like, I think it was like $40 or $50.
Yeah. Dude, because now people have learned
we all battle each other.
Well, it's because now we live in a fucked up era of the internet, and they need to. It sucks because I remember, dude, years ago, like my grandmother had a computer. Like I didn't, but my grandmother did. So I used to get to do it, and she'd let me go on eBay, and like every now and again, she'd let me like bid on something that go up to like $5. You want to get little fucking Mighty Beans that you liked or Pokemon or whatever. And back then, if you paid attention to the bids. And, you were like, I'm going to stay up a little late. You could get a good deal on something. And that is not the case anymore. Like, I was going to do a fun thing for the Pokemon Nuzlocks I started, where I was going to get a pack of, a box of these cards. They go $50 in the store. They're really popular. There's a chance to get a Charizard in it that's worth like $300. I didn't really care about that, but I thought it'd be a fun thing of like every Pokemon that I lose will open a pack of cards. You know, just like a fun little thing on stream. Well, those fucking boxes are sold out everywhere because everybody's selling them and flipping them on fucking eBay and Facebook Marketplace for $80. Just like the PS5s and the Series S's and the Series X's and the 3070s and 3080s that I can't fucking buy even though my graphics card is failing and I need a new graphics card so bad. But dude, we live in this weird era where no company somehow has figured out how to stop people from flipping shit. And it's so easy to flip stuff now. Well, everybody's doing it.
Do drop shipping too.
That too.
Like, just think about this. I put an advertisement on the internet for some cell phone case.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, dude, that looks cool. I'm gonna order it. Cool. You place an order through the website. It pings me. I place an order through another website. Type your address in.
Yeah.
Thanks for the extra money, bro. Have a nice day.
And my thing is like, that's it's weird, but my thing is like, I don't mind it as much for that. You know what I mean? Like if you find an item and you decided to like not do the research and try and see if it was cheaper somewhere else, like that's on you. But the idea of like, yeah, I'm going to go buy up everything that the store has so that the only choice is for you to do it. Like it's dude, it's leaked into everything, SeeOhKnee. Like my daughter is all into fucking this Coco Melon. Coco Melon's all the fucking rage right now with the fucking 2-year-olds or whatever. And
what the hell's Coco Melon?
It's some weird show. It's on YouTube and Netflix. It's like hella popular. Like it's stupid. Like it's kids are obsessed with it. My daughter knows the songs, like every single one. But they have dolls.
Like Paw Patrol?
Kinda, but yeah, but for younger kids basically.
Oh,
you've probably seen it. So
exactly
there's Coco Melon toys. Well, as you can imagine, I found out, oh shit, there's Coco Melon toys. I'm gonna go buy her this JJ doll. She loves JJ. She loves it. I'm gonna go pick it up. Well, no, I couldn't because all the fucking scalpers are buying up the doll toys too that are $20 and they're flipping them on fucking Facebook Marketplace for $50. Like literally random people being like, yo, JJ dolls for Christmas. And they have a picture of their kitchen table and there's 50 of them on there and they're selling them all. And I'm like, y'all a bunch of scumbags. Like just let people that want shit buy. Like it's mind blowing that we don't have solutions for this yet.
I mean, it's if you're smart enough to purchase the stuff beforehand and there's the company's not putting a limit on how many things you can purchase and walk out of the store with.
Bots. All bots. It's just like, that's what I'm surprised by. Is like, I don't understand how, like, my thing is like, there's people that buy hundreds, right? They don't have hundreds of addresses. Like, it just seems like it would be such an easy way to be like, yo, 528 Franklin Lane just bought 80 PS5s from our website. Like, how is there not a way to ping and like alert? It just seems like a weird flaw that should be easily fixed. Maybe we have some engineers that listen and you're going to tell us, no, it's more complicated than you think. But, you know, we're not engineers. We're just two stone dudes talking about anime.
Basically, just talk about anime, talk about random shit, talk about hentai apparently, and the lack of One Piece hentai.
There really is. Like, seriously, I'm shocked by it. It's not even a matter of like, oh, I'm always craving to fucking see Nami get railed or anything. It's not even that. It's just there's anime that are like super popular and usually and it's with video games too, right? There's so much Overwatch porn, like so much. Like you cannot navigate any porn website without accidentally finding Overwatch porn at least 8 times in your life because there's so much Overwatch porn because it's so popular.
I still have flashbacks of May.
At literally everywhere, dude. So it's like, it's one of those things where, you know, once something gets popular enough, I mean, dude, there's fucking like hella BioShock porn. That's probably something y'all never thought there would be. Yes, that exists. You probably
there's gotta
don't
be
wanna watch
Fallout
it.
porn, right?
Oh, there's definitely Fallout porn. 100%. I'd be shocked. Bro, there's so much like Tomb Raider porn. There's all kinds of fucking porn for that shit.
So,
But for some reason, One Piece, one of the best-selling manga of all time, somehow doesn't have a lot of porn. I just find it weird.
it is pornless.
Not that it's pornless. There's some.
Well, hold on. Got an idea here. Coming from a content creator who's gotten strikes before. What if the company is pulling them all down?
Porn? Toei, are you stopping people from whacking it to Nami and Robin? That's fucked up, bro. You can't deny somebody the decent human right of rubbing one out to their favorite anime waifu. This is bullshit.
How dare they? Dare they do that? The audacity to stop Rosie Palm from doing what she does best.
Do you think there's any Parasite the Maxim porn? I feel like that'd be hella fucked up. Oh my god, is there Attack on Titan porn?
Shut up.
Well, I don't know. The Titans don't have dicks. I'm curious, but I don't know, man. Maybe, dude, there probably will be more now. Think about it. Mikasa and all of them, they're of age in season 4. They weren't in season 2, 3, and 1, but they are now. They're full-blown adults. I mean, look at Eren. That motherfucker looks like a stone-cold killer.
Yeah, who can regrow appendages? Imagine some kind of the porn possibilities with that.
Dude, oh my god. Dude, he could fuck so hard that his dick falls off, and then he could regrow his dick because of his Titan powers. What happens if 2 Titan shifters are going at it and transform at the same time? What would happen?
Damn, that's a good question. Now that I think about that. Fuck.
Well,
what if? What would happen?
Dude, am I the only one? Can we talk about let's hold on a second. Sir, let us talk about Attack on Titan. Can we talk about this fucking rampage that Eren went on? Can we talk about
the amount of civilians?
Civilians. And not even that. The fact that Mikasa shows up and she's like, Eren, do you realize the innocent children that you killed? And he essentially, without saying these verbatim, turned to her, looked her dead in the eye with his soulless, dead eyes of death and was like, fuck them kids. He gave 0 fucks. Dude is snapped.
I think that's the scary, and all of this is a matter, like we've been discussing before, it's all a matter of perspective. It's whose side do you relate to the most?
Dude, I don't even have this weird thing. Like, I want Eren and them to win because fuck Marley, fuck them hoes, they suck. But at the same time, dude, I love Reiner. I feel like I hated him. I feel like Reiner is at this moment in time, based on like what I've seen in comments and like people not really understanding, I feel like Reiner is the most like, oh fuck, what's the word? I feel like he is the most like misunderstood character in all of anime. He is so fucked up and just like man's just wants to die and like keeps getting interrupted and shit. And like he just motherfucker didn't know back in the day. It still wasn't right. But like as far as he knew, he thought they were gonna come end the world. He thought he was protecting the world.
He did.
Like, it's so fucked.
And that's the whole fucked up part about it is like Reiner's looking at it now with clear eyes going, fuck, this is what I started.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was the catalyst to this. Now I'm watching, the results. But can we just take a moment and just discuss the fucking the white Titan? Whatever the name of that Titan is?
Bro, the stand user? I'm telling you, dude. I swear that shit's like something right out of JoJo's. Not even the face mask. The fact that Eren was just like, "Oh, you're literally the fucking dude from Wizard of Oz, pulling the strings from under the fucking ground." Dude, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Just pounding the face, and I'm like, "Why are you pounding the face? That does nothing."
He didn't know because he's lost it, dude. He snapped. You could see when he was attacking him. Like, dude, Eren is fucking snapped, bro. He's like, he's gone off the deep end. Like, I get it. Don't get me wrong. Man's watched his mother get eaten. Like, I understand where he's coming from. I do. But fuck, dude, he doesn't give a shit. Gabby's about to lose it. They didn't kill Gabby. They could have. They killed people that were next to Gabby. And I feel like that's going to bite him in the ass.
Question. We haven't seen, what's his name? Armin, have we?
I mean, we have not. We have not seen Mr. New Colossal Titan.
Yeah.
Dude, I think it's going to be,
curious.
I think it's going to be this Sunday.
You think we're going to get to see him this time?
I mean,
'cause, like,
yeah.
Where's he at? Where's Armin? Where is Armin?
You have to understand too. The way I see it is, we know Armin's a good boy. He's in charge of the Colossal Titan now. And not just that, Armin has had years to reflect. You know he's going to be by Eren's side no matter what. Eren snapped. We know that. And you have to think about it this way. Armin has to live with the fact that they chose him to inherit the Titan over... fuck. I hate when I forget names. Erwin.
Yep, Erwin.
Like, he knows that they picked him over Erwin. So, like, he has to fucking save everybody at Paradise. So, like, Armin has no choice but to go on a fucking rampage. So that's going to be wild to see.
I'm curious to see how it's going to change him, because Armin was very much a, like,
reserved,
passive soul.
Like, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he did what he had to do to survive, but didn't want to kill more than he had to, right?
Yeah.
And
exactly.
if you're a Titan now, you have to just slaughter people.
Especially with what they're dealing with. I mean, shit, they declared war on them.
I mean, so that being said, maybe Armin isn't the person that we remember.
True. I also have one, like, very serious question for you. On a scale of 1 to 10, how hard did you come when fucking Levi showed up?
Bro,
I was like a solid, like, 13 and a quarter.
I needed like 3 towels, dude.
Like, man's just, everybody's using the guns, and he's like, fuck you, I'm bringing the knives to the gunfight. Fuck your new uniforms, I'm wearing the cape. I do what I want. Suck my dick. Like, I'm so, like, dude, next episode is about to be insane.
I'm excited. I mean, there's so much to look for. I mean, just the battle that we got to see between the two Titans
was so good.
Like, the hammer. Like, when he had the fucking hammer, it reminded me of like the hammers you get at, like, the carnivals, where you gotta slam it down on the
Dude, that Titan, it's so weird. Like, it's just so crazy to me looking back at what Attack on Titan was. And I'm forcing myself to not rewatch it yet, because what I want to do is, when I finish, like, when season 4 is done, that's when I want to go back and rewatch it, because I can only imagine the outlook that we'll have. Like, we're probably going to notice every tiny detail. Like, we're going to be sitting there on, like, episode 3, and Reiner's just going to, like, look at his toes crooked, and we're going to be like, you motherfucker, I knew you were up to this shit the whole time. Like, I feel like it's just going to be such a different outlook, dude.
What I'm more interested in is, so you notice that I forget the name of the Titan, the white one. Its skill set, right?
It can basically spawn.
It can make a hammer. Mm-hmm. It can make a hammer. It can cause that huge spike. It can make baby spikes on the ground. So does that mean it can change its form? Like it can put out like a liquid and, like, change its form in a way to change the environment?
I mean, I don't know about that far, but I kind of get where you're coming from.
So the reason why I'm making this point is I'm more curious. If you were a Titan that could make a weapon, right? Why would you make a mallet and not a scythe?
That's a great question. I don't know.
Think about how much more damage you could do with a scythe compared to a hammer when you're fighting someone one-on-one. Because you could just...
I mean, maybe.
I mean, I obviously the smackdown's
but
different.
But I mean, if the scythe isn't sharp, then wouldn't a hammer do better because it's a larger fucking poof?
You would think so, but if the person can make spikes appear on the ground,
but I feel like a spike moving fast would be different than like a curve, you know?
I mean, you don't have to make it a curve. You could just make it like a pole with like a blade. Like you could make like a thin enough blade, and if you apply enough force, it will cut like a scythe.
But that's if it can make things sharp, which I don't know if we know if it can or not.
I mean, if it can wear a fucking mask that looks like that, it better well be able to make shit fucking sharp. Let's be honest, all right?
You're not wrong. That is a really good point. So I don't know if you knew this. I found out because of all my comments, and I fucking made like one complaint, one episode about the CGI, and I got like fucking hella attacked for it. Because people are being assholes and like straight up like attacking the animators and shit because of the CGI, which is totally not okay. Don't fucking do that, you assholes. Like, piss off, because then you have people like me and others who give valid criticism and fucking get attacked for it. But I digress. The point is, did you know that we almost didn't get season 4 animated?
Really?
So apparently WIT, who was the studio that did season 1 to 3, basically said, no, like, we can't animate this. Apparently a whole bunch of other studios turned it down, and MAPPA was the only one who like accepted it. And apparently MAPPA even almost turned it down.
Why?
Because they're apparently being given a stupidly strict and basically unrealistic time schedule. Because from what I can tell, we know that they're wrapping up the manga. It seems like the studio heads are being a bunch of fucking greedy cockbags, and they're trying to get the anime out as quickly as possible so that the anime wraps up around the exact same time that the manga wraps up, to probably just keep the hype as high as it possibly can be.
Yeah, but how are you supposed to turn something from pieces of paper to animation?
And that's why they're using so much CGI, because they literally don't have a choice. But what's crazy
is... That's fair.
And right? So it makes sense. It's like, okay, like, all right, even if it has some janky CGI, it's like, I'd rather this than wait 5 years for this, right? Because you think about it, like season 3 isn't that old, but the time from season 1 to season 2 and season 2 to season 3 was 4 or 5 years. You know, so they're not given that right now. So it's just fucked, because you have these like studio heads that are like, yeah, you have a week, make it happen, Betty. And you have these people who are like attacking the fucking animators like it's their fault. Which doesn't make no goddamn sense.
To do with the actual animators,
it's not their fault.
They're just doing the best they can with what they've got.
Yeah, dude, people fucking ass, dude. They're giving like death threats and shit. It's like, how is it their fault? Like, I don't condone death threats of any kind. Let's just make that clear.
Nope,
however, if you were going to send a death threat in this specific instance, why would you go after the animator and not the fucking studio head that didn't give the animator enough time to animate it?
I'd say,
like, am I wrong?
If you're willing to go as far as to send someone a death threat, make sure you do your facts and do your fact checking correctly.
Like, you think that you would at least look
and
that
not
up.
Just assume, you know? Because do you know what happens when you assume, Ruff?
Do you know what happens when you send a death threat? Like, can we talk about that? Bro, I would never do that. Not even because it's fucked up. I'm pretty sure you can go to jail for like a long time. Why would you? I will murder you. I know I don't mean it. Not being serious. Totally worth risking going to jail. What?
I mean, you can definitely at least have like a lawsuit placed against you. I mean, you're threatening someone. And here's the best part. This is the same thing like the people that do stupid shit, videotape themselves doing the stupid shit, and then post the stupid shit on the internet, and then go, how the fuck did you catch me? I guarantee you those same people that are like probably sending those death threats are the same morons that probably actually use their normal name for their email.
I could see that. I could totally see that. All right. Let's talk about one more thing real quick. And then we won't talk about it a lot. So if this is a topic you guys want us to discuss more, be vocal in the comments. Me and SeeOhKnee have been, looking into TikTok a lot lately.
Yep.
If you guys did not know, I have my own TikTok. SeeOhKnee has his own TikTok. We also have the Nani no Anime TikTok. The Nani no Anime TikTok so far it's only been about 2 weeks, but it's already gotten 3,000 followers. And we're just posting clips from the podcast. Now, we finally decided that after a few weeks of kind of paying attention to the algorithm and learning more about TikTok as a platform, to kind of pay attention and look up different content and hashtags. And we found out a lot of really interesting information, such as, even though I would argue video games are way more popular than anime in pretty much every sense, everywhere else, except for TikTok, apparently, there's more people consuming anime content on TikTok than there is fucking gaming content on TikTok, which is wild. So we did a little bit of digging. SeeOhKnee, do you want to tell the people what the top 3 most viewed anime that we were able to find were?
So,
because it might shock you.
This is going to shock you. The top 3 anime viewed on TikTok: Naruto at 55.5 billion.
So let's before we continue, Naruto number 1. Not that surprising, right? You would assume, because it's an older, it's an OG, right? A lot of people like Naruto, even people that shit on Naruto, like people like Naruto. Well, what we found, most older anime ain't got shit for views on TikTok. TikTok's all about that new shit, except for Naruto, which we found interesting.
Which is very intriguing.
Right?
Okay.
So what's
because
next?
Number 2, I guess I want to bet that you won't be able to guess it.
Blew our mind. If you guys think hold on, I'm gonna rephrase that. If you think what the number 2 most highest viewed anime is on TikTok in terms of hashtags, let us know, before looking it up. But SeeOhKnee, what is it?
Haikyuu.
Fucking Haikyuu is popping so hard. 22 billion, son. Let me put this into perspective.
That's insane.
One Piece was what? I have this shit written down.
One Piece is 8.6 billion.
Boys, One Piece is 8.6 billion and Attack on Titan is 9.4 billion. But Haikyuu is 22 billion. All right, me and SeeOhKnee have talked about Haikyuu before. Is Haikyuu the heat? Is Haikyuu the heat right now?
Should we be watching Haikyuu?
Are we slacking? I'm not a volleyball person. And I've had people tell me in the past that it doesn't matter. You don't have to be into sports to watch Haikyuu. Is Haikyuu that fire that it is number 2 on all of fucking TikTok? Literally Naruto, Haikyuu, and then what was next? Attack on Titan? Or My Hero? My Hero. Again, not surprising.
16.8 billion.
Think about it. It has more than My Hero, son. And whatever your opinions are on whether My Hero is good or bad, I don't even care. Nobody can deny that My Hero is one of the most popular anime in the fucking world. The fact that Haikyuu is that high up is insane.
Just to give a point of reference, Hunter x Hunter. Most people know Hunter x Hunter.
Yep.
6.3 billion.
And fucking Haikyuu is chilling with fucking 22.
22. It's almost 4 times. 4 times.
It's more than double One Piece and Attack on Titan. If we combine Attack on Titan, One Piece, and Tokyo Ghoul, it still would not hit the views that Haikyuu is getting. But then for some reason, Naruto's just fucking on everybody and getting 55 bill, doubling Haikyuu. TikTok, y'all apparently like Naruto and Haikyuu and My Hero.
You like ninjas and volleyball.
Ninjas, volleyball, and superpowers.
Sounds like the life, to be honest. It's just mind-blowing, though.
It really is. So seriously, if you guys are fans of Haikyuu, let us know. We want to know more, because at this point, it means you might have to fucking start checking this out, dude. I want to know what the hype is about. My thought process was I've heard really good things, and I'm I'm sure that you can make a volleyball anime that's good. I'm sure you can do it. So I understood. I understand why people would say it's good. Probably not for me, because again, volleyball. But the fact that it's that popular. Honestly, you know what? Let's find out right here. Let's just see. Maybe volleyball is just super popular on TikTok. Maybe that's what it is.
Oh, no. I already know. If you are looking at volleyball on TikTok, what you're probably going to see.
Well, no, I'm just going straight to hashtags. Volleyball only has 8.7 billion. Haikyuu has more than double the views that the word volleyball does. Haikyuu apparently is absolute fire, and we need to know the details. I feel like a fake anime fan now. How is this shit that popular and neither of us have seen it?
I think that's probably the most interesting thing about it. Is it's just that
we've heard about it, but like
we've heard about it, but I always categorize it in my mind as a slice of life.
Yeah, just like a slice of life, and you guys have corrected us. Like a lot of people have been like, no, it's like a shonen. And I'm like, how the fuck is it a shonen? They're playing volleyball. How is it a shonen? Tell us. I don't know, but apparently it is. Fucking y'all out here liking Haikyuu so goddamn much. Jesus, TikTok, help us. I want to know. We're not boomers. What you want to see? We're not boomers. We are millennials. We are millennials that need your help. Fuck. I just can't believe it.
Dude, when we were looking up those facts, I was so mind blown. I that an anime that I'd heard of, never watched, had blown away the other animes I've already watched.
That's what I'm saying. Like I just can't wrap my head around it. Because like again, I knew that Haikyuu was popular. I didn't know it was that fucking popular. Like I didn't know it was that level.
Half of Naruto?
More than popular? My Hero? More than One Piece?
More than One Piece. That's probably
more than Attack on Titan. While season 4 is happening, the final season of Attack on Titan, and Haikyuu's pulling more than double the views during a finale of one of the most popular anime in the fucking world right now. On Twitter, all anybody's talking about is Attack on Titan. On TikTok, it's about fucking volleyball, apparently.
That's the way to get it done, dude.
Boys and girls, this has been the Nani no Anime Podcast, episode 33. I am one of your hosts, RuffSenpai. I'm here with my boy SeeOhKnee, and we just discussed a lot of shit. And it's late.
All I remember is the hentai discussion.
Dude, that we did. Yeah, there was a lot of that. I'm gonna have to send this to the editor and be like, hey, Carly, there's a long discussion about hentai in the first 30 minutes. I don't
know if we could use that.
We're good. I started to jot shit down. I don't know. Hold on. Let's look. Is there a hentai hashtag on TikTok before we let's make sure you guys find out live. Up, dude. There might be. Maybe there is. No, I don't know.
That's got to be against TOS, right?
No results found. So yeah, I think you're right. we probably could use them, but I wouldn't be able to use those hashtags.
Oh man.
Holy shit. Well, guys, you already know what to do. If you're ever watching this, we apologize for the sporadic schedule lately. SeeOhKnee works at a very interesting type of job that forces him to have a jumbled schedule.
Working in the hotel sucks. I don't really have set off days. Sorry about this, guys. It kind of, we kind of put out the content when we can.
Yeah. But you will get a weekly podcast on Nani no Anime. We just might not be able to put it up at the same time we normally do. We're trying to work on a way to notify you guys about that, whether that's on the Nani no Anime Twitter or maybe we'll post on the Nani no Anime TikTok. I'm not sure, but we're trying. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. If you're listening to this audio, remember this is available on video at my YouTube channel at RuffSenpai. You can get it up. There's a playlist for all of the Nani no Anime podcasts that is there. We are available on TikTok if you guys want quick clips. Maybe you can't listen at the time. We do kind of cut them out from there, and that has been doing really well. So thank you there. If you found us through TikTok, welcome. We are available on audio services everywhere. SeeOhKnee, where are we available on? I want to see how many you can rattle off.
Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes,
Apple Podcast.
There it is. Apple Podcast. There's another one I can't think of.
Google Podcast.
There it is.
Stitcher.
The fuck, man?
There's even more. There's a lot. The point, we're pretty much everywhere. If you have a podcast thing, it's there. And if we're not on it and you mess it and you tweet at us and are like, hey, you're not available on this, I can probably get us on there. So we're available everywhere. Search Nani no Anime Podcast. Check it out. Check us out. Check out SeeOhKnee's TikTok. Check out my TikTok. Check out the YouTube. Check out his. You already know what to do. I think SeeOhKnee wants to say something though before we go.
Just Google Nani no Anime and there's a page of shit, okay? You can fucking find us.
Is it just everything it's us?
Just literally, I just Googled Nani no Anime.
We took over Google, bitch. We'll see you next week.
Later!